What's up, everybody? We're back with some more Nova Drift.
Yeah.
Today, before we begin, I'd like to thank Erdy, Lemon Time, and Nadawa for being members of our Patreon. If you'd like to be a member for our Patreon, go to patreon.com/Don't see the link in the description.
Yeah.
Today, I'm going to do a build that I did a version of at one point in the past, but I'm going to change it up a little bit.
That's pretty much most of our builds at this point.
We've done a lot of builds. I'm going to get as many drones as possible with Engineer. And then I'm going to give them my shield. Last time I did that with a Shockwave shield, and it worked out quite well. I believe I even called it my magnum opus. But what if I did that with like the orbital? Will I just have like a lot of spinny orbs just everywhere, all at once, forever?
Probably. So what's your weapon to go with this then?
It's a good question.
Lots of options. And ultimately, you could potentially have none of them.
That is true.
If you want to get lots of drones.
I will go with Railgun, just because I know that I can rock that while I'm waiting. And also I had to reroll because Orbital also wasn't in my starting thing. And then I missed all of those shots.
Yes.
And then this guy's gonna come and try to steal my XP. You know what? Thank you, mid-boss.
It's the Dark Adonis!
I mean, it's not that either. Okay, so these little Orby boys I'm gonna put that on all of my drones, and I'm gonna have lots and lots and lots of drones. And we'll see how badly we can just spin stuff around ourselves.
It'll be great.
Or it'll be terrible. It'll definitely be one of those two things.
It could be somewhere in the middle, you know.
But I have an inkling. Yeah? Man, this is...
I'm gonna play Splatoon.
Okay.
You don't really want any of that. Well, I guess better shields.
Yeah, shield cooldown's fine. Also,
that was...
second singularity in 2 minutes.
Well, to be fair, the previous singularity didn't get his full day.
Yeah, well, good. You didn't need a full day. Still no drones.
That's okay, you got Winnow.
Don't know if I want to.
I mean, if you're not planning on throwing away your weapon, then no, because you want magnitude, you want velocity.
Yep.
But if you are planning on Overseer,
I don't think I can throw away my weapon this build. I don't think the drones will have enough oomph.
The drones and the orbital.
I said what I said. Okay.
But to be fair, Overseer isn't as good for drones as it used to be, right? Because it's not double anymore, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah, because Overseer used to be double to your construct limits, but I'm pretty sure that was nerfed. It's been a while since I've paid attention.
Also, now that we're looking for drones, this is the one time the game's just
they're
like,
never
nah.
gonna be there.
Nah, dog.
That's okay. You got other things. Full strength is always good. Magnitude's just solid.
So far, this is just a railgun build.
Yeah,
with a suboptimal body.
Yeah. But boy howdy when you get there.
If I get there.
You'll get there. Nova Drift always supplies you with...
That's a lie. And you know it.
You know it's fine.
There's a part of me that wants to volley this and then go firing array.
That's not a bad idea, man.
I mean, it kind of is sometimes.
Nah, it's fine. Absorption will be fantastic when you give your shield away.
Rapid fire is also good.
Yeah, rapid fire would also be very good. Firing array.
Good firing array. See, I want to get focused, spread. tighten this up a little bit.
Gotta get rid of those rocks. They never win your rock, paper, scissors.
I am famously bad at rock, paper, scissors.
Drones. It happened on stream once recently. It's fine. You can get good at rock, paper, scissors. There's strategy.
Yeah, pick rock.
You did? Twice. And that's why I won. Because I knew you were going to pick rock.
Well, it's because it's the best strategy.
Well, it's... As dumb as it sounds, yeah, there's strategy to rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah, pick rock.
Which is why I beat you 2-0.
But good old rock.
I know.
Good old trusty rock.
I know. But I know that's your mentality. So there's strategy. It's a social deduction game. Yeah, rocket missiles. Rocket missiles. Yep, that's what that's what you did. Rocket drones. Don't be a squid.
No, that was rocket power.
Ah, no, that's the that's that team in Pokemon that always gets.
That's Team Rocket.
Oh,
It's right in the name. No, you're thinking of the guys that used to make internet videos.
no, that's Rocket Jump.
Yep.
You're thinking of that furry dude with the guns up in with the Guardians.
Oh no, you're thinking of Rocket Raccoon.
Oh, dang.
This noticeable stall.
We'll do more. We'll do more of these so we can both get better at having the quick responses.
No, you're thinking of that wrestler who can smell what you're cooking.
No, that's just The Rock. You're thinking of that Alcatraz prison.
No, that's also The Rock.
Oh, wow.
Joint strike. I'm not getting my drone thing, so I'm just gonna go hard into shooting.
Yeah, that works.
No, you're thinking of that song by Elton John.
No, I think you're thinking of Rocket Man. I think you're thinking of that thing that supposedly can't melt steel beams. Oh wait, no, that's wrong too.
Rocket fuel?
Yeah, except that's not the meme. Whoops. Yeah. Whatever.
No, I think you're thinking about that movie with the guy with the jetpack.
Ah, it's The Rocketeer. Oh, it's such a good movie. Underrated, man.
Oh, I want both of these. This is probably more important.
It's more drones.
I want assault drones. Do I give them my shield now? The answer is yes.
Sure. Oh, look at those orbitals.
Oh man, they're orbiting. We're gonna get as many of them as we can.
Now, see, you're thinking of that gym leader that followed Ash around for a while.
No, that's Brock.
Oh.
No, you're thinking of that other wrestler.
Oh, Brock Lesnar? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, we're starting to...
Look, if you gave me a rock for the Rock, I'm gonna give you a Brock for a rock.
That makes sense. Oh, good lord.
A rock for a rock and a Brock for a Brock. That's what they always say, right?
Yeah.
Why are we so dumb? I can hear James thinking hard.
There's so many different ways to go. Oh, it's a boost! I missed a boost! What are you doing?
You sure did.
I was thinking too hard, man. No, you're thinking of that Christmas song by Bobby Helms.
No, see, this would double my stuff.
Okay, it is still double.
But only for basic and standard, not for advanced.
Gotcha.
But drones are standard. But I've invested myself into shooting now, so I can't take Overseer.
Yeah.
Which is just as well, because I'm not convinced we could do enough damage without shooting.
That's fair.
I'm gonna reroll that.
Yeah. I don't
Try to
think
get some charge shot. Oh, I'm gonna get the formation battalion. Why not? I can occasionally line them up. Man, those missiles are coming hot and heavy.
Yeah?
Aw, I thought that would work. I thought I could squeeze them in.
Almost worked. Almost.
Uh,
Maybe some more hull?
I can definitely use a little bit of targeting.
A little
here,
targeting's
and
not
then
bad.
getting home and strike wouldn't be bad. All right. Get him, missiles. Meow.
No. You're thinking of that of the dog from Phoenix Wright.
No, that's actually missile. Speaking of it, these missiles don't know how to aim when it comes to the.
Yeah. There's some things going on. Oh, well, that was a choice.
I went in for the XP.
I noticed.
Wanted it.
Whoop whoop and whatnot. You'll be fine.
Where are my missiles going?
They're firing at everything they can aim at. Except for the big guy.
Except for the things that matter.
Well, again, I believe the drones target the closest enemy. Which means they're never going to target the actual boss on that one. Unless you're inside the boss's attack radius. Because
Well, the whole idea of the formation is that they just attack forward, but the missiles themselves have inherent homing.
Boost!
And then
Yes.
the homing just kind of does whatever. So, it's like, it's not that their aim is bad because I'm aiming them. It's that the homing is bad because the homing goes wherevs.
But even still, I mean, the target, the Scion's little drone bits have a hitbox, despite being invulnerable. So if the missiles have targeting, they're going to target them as they get close, as opposed to going inside and actually hitting the boss. Yeah, and even when you've got them in formation, the missiles or the rockets still go at whatever the drones are targeting.
Yeah, which wouldn't happen if I didn't have missiles, is what I'm saying. Rancor. Rancor is good. Force armor is good. I'll get the Rancor.
It's like if you've got charge shot, you want Rancor. It's a no-brainer.
And there are some small cases where I would say you wouldn't necessarily, but I would say in most cases you do.
Yes.
Get him, missiles. Okay, 2 levels. It's a different formation. No. Rapid fire is fine. And blood homing strike is fine.
Just shred.
There's a part of me that almost wants to convert these several shots into a singular strike. I don't know how well it would do, because the multi-shot hits pretty good already.
Yeah.
I feel like I actually probably wouldn't gain that much damage.
You're probably not. And you'd lose what little bit of AoE damage you have.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not that you have a lot, but... when you need that spread, you need that spread.
The missiles are good at clearing out some of the riffraff.
Yes. And then at some point you can take, like, some blast radius.
I did.
Oh, you did?
At some point was several points ago.
Well, good job.
Let's see. But that was a noise you made.
It's an obsession, man! That'd be so good!
James's other favorite mod.
It's so good!
What would I even obsess?
Twin strike.
It's a terrible idea.
Or, the evolutionary niche. You need a lot of it now.
Actually, I do.
For
a lot of it.
one more drone.
What I want to do is Fusillade. I think is too much.
Yeah, because you lose what, 10% velocity.
I lose 10% velocity, 15% damage, and I gain 15 spread and a bunch of shots that just aren't gonna hit.
Incendiary strike. That'll help you with the boss damage.
Yeah. Heavy caliber.
It would also work. But you lose velocity.
I sure do.
You trade 7% damage for 7% velocity, which net 0 when it comes to railgun.
Just give me more shield effect radius. I don't think I want the triple tap just because it gives me so much extra wind-up time, and I don't think I want to deal with that right now anyway. I might get it in the future. But I like being able to just pop off whenever I want. See, like these missiles. Missiles, what are you doing?
They're targeting the closest thing, which is something off screen. Oh, there's gonna be a lot of bullets in your face.
Yeah, that's why I moved. But yeah, so I feel like these missiles are fundamentally flawed.
You think so?
Particularly when I have the formation of, I want you to shoot in this direction, and the whole point of this formation is that you shoot where I tell you to shoot, and the missiles go, nah.
Oh, there's your fleet.
Which sort of defeats the whole purpose.
I will give you in that one specific formation that yes, the rockets. That would be something that I'd say would be an okay change. Make the rockets lose their heat seeking in that formation.
Apex machinery. So now,
if they die, they're dead for much longer.
Yes.
But they're so much better.
I'm just gonna continue to watch them fire in nonsense directions. And I could go for like a warp strike situation. Really cover all my bases.
You could. I don't think you need it.
Oh, of course I don't need it. But...
Mastery's just amazing.
I always have to find the line of, do I want this build to be unique or do I want it to be good?
Well, yeah.
Sometimes they're both, but not always. Get that reroll, I might need it.
Did you actually get it?
Yeah, I got it. I'm going to use it immediately.
Friendos. Oh, you need friendos.
Don't think I need friendos.
You
Especially because I can't keep them alive forever. That ship has sailed.
got Apex machinery.
That doesn't give them regen.
Nah, but they'll...
Yeah.
They'll have more hull. They'll be alive longer.
For like half a second. They have 8 hull. 30% more is they'll have like maybe 10 hull.
Yeah, that's like 2.5 seconds. That's so much time. Oh, big XP chunk, yeah.
I just want these missiles to do maximum damage. Nothing I can do to make them do more damage, other than if I had amp shield, maybe.
You can make them do more damage. Not ideally.
Come on!
Salute!
Come on!
Gesundheit!
Ah!
There are
Okay.
multiple ways you
Better.
can give them more damage.
Like I can increase global damage.
Exactly.
Let's get that force armor.
Oh man. Here it comes.
Missiles.
They're after the rock.
Oh, that supply train really gummed up the works there.
Yeah, but it's okay. Boost! Yeah, you're not really procking your shield zooms.
It's true. That does involve being really in the business, though.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. We're trying it. Get in the business. Oh, there it goes. Oh, that one drone's gonna be a minute. Alright. We got a
shields
couple
back.
of drones that are gonna be a minute.
Yeah, that's probably okay.
So I don't know if it's something that I've just discovered recently or if it's been there the whole time and I didn't know, or if it's a new change, but Wave 100 Seraph's turn radius is much slower than I remember it being. So you can really just get around him and he can't shoot you anymore. Wave 200 Seraph doesn't really have that problem.
I don't know. Viewers have seen all but 2 of the times that I have fought Seraph. When I'm by myself, I generally don't do so hot.
Nah, you do just fine. People have even said that they've seen you improving.
It's true, I'm definitely improving. But I just meant when I'm, like, in the other room by myself.
All by myself.
Seraph is a struggle to get to.
Look, you just gotta believe. Problem is when you're by yourself, you're not believing because you don't have me there to hype you up. But you have the power all along. The skill was within you the whole time. Oh, there went my shield. All these guys are gonna try to shoot bullets at me.
Your shield's probably gonna be fine.
This build has less to do with the drones and more to do with just railgun.
The drones are there to help when you hit things that your railgun isn't aiming at. Incendiary strike.
Oh, well, I can get incendiary strike and then get deaths.
That's true. Or get some rampage, get that global damage going.
I mean, I think I picked up a slipstream for that global damage.
There you go. Daka 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 daka.
Yeah. Shield's about to go. No, don't shoot at me. No. No.
Your shield went.
No.
Good shot.
I mean, it was a shot that landed, but there wasn't anything particularly good about it.
I mean,
it was a competent shot.
It killed him. It counts as a good shot. A bog standard, no nonsense shot that worked can still be considered a good shot.
I suppose it all depends on your unit of measurement.
If your metric is did it work, then it's a good move.
Well, we're in America. We don't use metric.
Oh! God. That one hurts! God, when I was a kid, I hated metric. I hated having to learn it because I was just like, no, we never use this. As an adult, why the hell don't we use metric? It's so much easier. What is with this 5,280 feet in a mile? Like, what? What is that number?
But you know it, don't you?
No, because of a stupid meme I saw on the internet where it's like, you just remember 5 tomatoes, 5280. Like, and that's going to be stuck. My brain space is now spent taking up with 5 tomatoes because the Americans didn't want to multiply by 10.
Yeah.
I will forever remember 5 tomatoes. That's feet in a mile.
Look, everyone knows there's 12 inches in a foot, 3 feet in a yard, and 100 yards in a football field.
The sad thing is we do measure by football fields.
We sure do.
I've definitely heard, that new cruise ship is like 4 football fields long.
Because it's like, it's big, but it's not too big. It gives you an idea.
I know, but we could just say 400 yards. Why do we have to measure by football fields? And that's the other weird thing. Everyone else who's using metric is like, that's a stupid measurement. Also, it's the wrong football. I don't actually know how long a regulation, like FIFA football field is.
Soccer. Let's see.
I'm gonna look that up. I want to know how long a football field is.
Longish.
Also, you want to. The other rough thing with American football fields is that an American football field is 100 yards of play field. Then there's also an extra, 20 yards?
10 on each side.
10 on each side?
For the end zone.
For the end zone? So a football field is technically 140 yards long.
It depends on how you measure it.
Ow. Regulation soccer field is 115 yards or 105.16 meters. Well, minimum dimensions are 105.16 by 64.01.
It can vary.
With new maximum dimensions of 120 yards by 75 yards.
It's not standardized?
I guess not.
Look, we might not have metric right, but at least our fields are standardized.
Depends on the sport. Okay.
At least our football fields. Look, I'm gonna base who gets the right to the name football by how standardized their fields are.
I was just saying, like, you think about tennis, and tennis courts can be all sorts of different sizes and materials. You think about
the different sizes are just between singles and doubles, really. Otherwise, the sizes are standard. The material can be different. It can be clay, it can be grass, it could be turf.
I know, like in bowling, bowling alleys are allowed to oil their lanes however the hell they feel like.
Yeah, but they're the same dimensions. It's like, as long as they're the same dimensions, the other stuff doesn't care. That's just like saying, like, you know, the pitches are completely different shapes, but they use the same kind of grass. I don't care about the grass.
Oh, but you should.
I want the size to be the same. Standard.
Nah. I think it's more interesting if the courses are slightly different. Because then there's actually an advantage to being the home team other than the fans cheer for you better.
Make the advantage be,
That's like you know, car racing. All of the tracks are different. That makes it better. If every track in Formula One was exactly the same, no one would watch it.
Yeah, but that's not like the same kind of thing. A race is different than like a meticulous sport. That's like saying, a basketball court, one of them is, 2 miles long and 8 inches wide, but there's a hoop on either end.
Well, now to be fair, you're also giving a very, very big extreme.
Well, of course, because every hyperbolic example needs just
hyperbole. Yes.
Yes.
But I don't think there's anything wrong with saying a soccer field or a football field can be a few yards wider on each side. In terms of American football, it's got to be regulation because the 10 yards is literally built into the structure of how the game works.
Yeah, but that can be said for a lot of things like basketball and soccer and things like that. Like it needs to be standardized because there's certain zones that certain players can play, and regulation sizes for various things.
As long as the ratios are the same. But like with American football, it's you have to travel 10 yards and that's considered a down. Like that's a hard rule of how the game is played. Versus in soccer football, it's go to the other side of the field and get the ball in the goal. Like there's no, you don't have to take the ball X number of yards to do it. You just gotta get it over there.
Yeah, but it's a little bit more complicated than that.
Well, yes, again, hyperbole. But I just mean that in no other sport is the exact distance a specific part of the scoring of the game. American football is very much the exact number of yards is critically important.
And that's because the exact number of yards is critically important.
Yeah.
In all sports.
Nah.
Otherwise, you're just playing Calvin ball. And while that would be entertaining, that's a whole different thing.
The rules are still consistent. It's just the sizes are allowed to vary slightly. Unless you're counting non-regulation fields, in which case, I don't know, those poor kids that have a soccer field that was built on the side of a dang hill,
Look, there's I've seen pictures of areas where like they couldn't fit a thing properly, and it just doesn't look right. Like there's like
The basketball
the basketball
with
court that's like
with
just
the
like a
corner
side
missing.
triangle. Yeah, like you get stuff like that if you don't
Yeah.
have standardized sizes.
Yeah, but those aren't the ones in the official,
Yeah, but-
official games.
Yeah, but
Those
I'm saying
are-
I don't want them to be in official games, and you're like, I do.
No, I'm not saying those can be in official games, but I'm saying that having a range of what's allowed should be fine, as long as it's not like a drastic range where it's like, it can be somewhere between 100 and 200 yards. Like, no, the difference between like 110 and 120 yards, like, sure, whatever, it's 10 yards. Like,
Well, I mean, sure, you should have some variance just because, you know, measuring, like, to a very precise degree, especially when you get, you know, bigger sizes, is difficult. But you made it sound like you're like, oh, I want something to be just crazy different. So I have the home field advantage.
Well, no.
Home field advantage isn't like
no.
a yard shade different. A home field advantage is like, people don't know that on our court. Like,
There's a trampoline in the middle.
yeah,
No,
the basketball hoop is actually a decoy, and
No,
the real
that's-
basketball hoop is under the trap door.
That's nowhere near what I mentioned. This conversation started with me saying that the size difference was a few yards, and you were like, "How dare!"
Well, yeah, because you give people an inch and they'll take a mile. Next thing you know, you got trap door hoops.
Don't you dare slippery slope argument this. We deal up with enough of that shit in our politics. Don't bring that into the sports too.
Man, this conversation went places.
Yeah, we're weird. But that's okay, because this build is working, but it's really nothing exciting.
Yeah,
So
it's
we're
just-
making it exciting.
It's just super autopilot.
Yeah. The drones are just there to help the railgun. Like, it's just a solid, this build works. Again, it's a good build. This build works. Going back to that old chestnut.
So who's ready to come to the Ultra C basketball court where we have the trapdoor hidden? Hoop.
I mean, there's definitely, like, fantasy sports where it's just like whatever the heck goes. There even is a basketball variant where trampolines do exist on the court.
Yes.
I don't remember what it's called, but that's a real thing.
I forget what it was called, but Stuttering Craig from formerly of Screw Attack was a premier member.
Boost! Yes, that's true.
And then he moved to Game Attack, and I stopped paying attention.
Went from screws to games.
Yes. Ow. Okay.
Good job.
We're getting close to 200.
Yep, and close to a mill.
They typically go hand in hand.
Generally speaking, yes. You usually hit the million first if you've been collecting your XP well.
I
And
did.
in fact, you will.
Ow, ow.
Oh, look at those beautiful flowers.
Look at that beautiful bean footage. Beans is actually how you access the trapdoor.
Beans?
Yeah, you gotta decry how much you hate them.
Is that how that works?
Yeah.
That's awful. Why would you hate? Again, why? We're not having that conversation again. Oh, 200.
Ow.
Now, of course, when you said beans is how you activate the trapdoor, I was thinking that you had, like, the trapdoor activated depending on how much force you put behind it. How many beans did you put behind the trapdoor?
I get you. Oh, this is
Oh,
where I
that's a
want
bad
to
place
be.
to be. Your
Or
shit's
is it?
doing work! Oh.
Oh,
Whoops.
I was too slow, James.
Yeah, you needed some help.
But what a wild conversation that was.
Yeah, that was great.
Come for the drift and stay for the completely nonsensical arguments.
And the beans and the yards and the feet.
Oh.
Nah, not the feet.
Yeah.
No feet here.
That's a different part of the internet.
Yeah, it's a very different part of the internet.
Well, I hope you enjoyed our small part of the internet.
Yeah.
And I guess we'll see you guys next time.
Okay, bye.